a stage that you know well. You've already won in La Reims. That will remind you good memories, I suppose.
Le maillot jaune, Adam Yates, distancé du groupe des favoris.
Well, lost yellow on the last climb, and
I remember this stage quite well.
Tadej Pogacar wins the stage.
My first stage in the Tour de France.
Wow.
It's gonna be a good race for me anyway.
Today is a first test.
Of course, I'm excited for the first real mountains here in the Tour de France. For sure, I'm not normal. You have to be there, you have to be ready. There's bonifications on the Marais Blanque.
for sure Tadej's going to be up for grabbing them, and then we'll see in the final.
We will have to have at least 2 plans, if not 3.
Would be a hard day.
Everybody here is a bit crazy.
You know, every second counts.
Attention pour le départ réel de la 5e étape du Tour de France. Top, départ réel donné.
This race is underway, furious attacks at the front.
What a difference a day makes. After taking it easy yesterday, the riders came flying out of the traps today, keen to get up the road for mountains points or a potential stage win. Others were bracing themselves for a long day in the saddle.
This is not looking good for Jakobsen if he's already dropped here.
Oh, big crash! This is terrible news for Fabio Jakobsen when you are dropped after just a few kilometres on a mountain stage.
In the end, a group of 36 riders fought their way clear with a host of big names, including team leaders Jai Hindley and Giulio Ciccone. Wout van Aert was also in there, pulling clear with a couple of other fast men before the intermediate sprint.
We're getting set then for the intermediate sprint. First to launch is Pedersen. Van Aert decides not to go, which might state some intentions for later. We'll just check with Nico on that. But Pedersen and Coquard on this uphill sprint are going to come in to take the 20 points. There's the distribution. Coquard is on some day today. Coquard takes the 20. Pedersen takes 17. Behind them, Van Aert will take the 3rd place, then Campenet.
Les 3 hommes de tête sont au pied de la première difficulté répertoriée, col classé hors catégorie pour cette première étape des Pyrénées. Le col de Soudet, 15 km 200 à 7,2 secondes.
Van Aert and Victor Campenaerts were eventually caught by the best climbers from the original breakaway, and the first man to the top would get a shiny polka dot jersey.
Everything going on. Felix Gall attacking very, very hard on this mountain. Felix Gall of Agi Désert Citroën over the top of the Hors category. Col de Soudet, 20 points in the pocket. Virtual king of the mountains.
The group came back together again on the descent, so 18 riders at the front. Chris Neelands decided to kick on before the minor second climb, joined by Van Aert and Julien Alaphilippe. The trio racing towards the Col de Blanque, where everything was about to kick off.
You won't win the Tour today, but you can certainly lose it today.
We can certainly lose it a lot of time today on that climb.
They're about to catch the leading trio. Chris Neelands, Wout van Aert and Julien Alaphilippe are about to be caught by a fast-moving Basque. The train of Omar Freiley is about to bring them back.
C'est ma course, un groupe en tête. Là, de reprendre le trio. Voilà, Alaphilippe.
Julian Alaphilippe is dropped, Rigoberto Urán is dropped, Nederlands is dropped, Jorgensen is dropped, Tish Benoot is dropped. So is Wampi Lopez. That's a surprise. Shows the pace now that's being set. The tempo is pretty rapid. 2 leaders on the Col de Blanque.
And this is actually very good for Jai Hindley. Still working everything into place. He is with the best climber.
Now the team of Jumbo-Visma take this on.
En difficulté, Mikel Landa est en difficulté, il est distancé.
And Hindley now attacks. The Australian makes the bid to take the yellow jersey of the Tour de France. Vingegaard attacks. Another blow now as he goes flying past the rest of the riders, and Pogačar is unable to react to Jonas Vingegaard. The defending champion of the Tour de France takes flight on the Col de Blanque, and Pogačar doesn't have an answer yet.
Uruguay is really panicking, going all out, and that's a good situation for us.
Now Pogačar has no reaction at all. He's just trying to pace himself.
Every single second counts for Jai Hindley. He has closed a huge gap already.
He has, and he's left Tadej Pogačar with 40 seconds gap.
Top of the Mari Blanc, Vingegaard at 1:03. Wow. Just doesn't look like he's having one of those good days. He couldn't even get out the saddle. You wonder whether it's the wrist or whether he's just having a bad day. His team have ridden all day today. Vingegaard knows he needs to keep the deficit to Hindley manageable. He's 1 minute behind with Ciccone, with Buchmann. What a thrilling day, Nico. What a day in the Tour de France.
This has been an amazing day to commentate. They've given us something to talk about every single hour of the day.
Pogačar does look around, realises that Adam Yates is there. And now some reinforcements.
You Jai legend, my friend. Fucking thanks to everybody.
1 minute and 35, 36, and over a minute for Vingegaard on the line as well, over Tadej Pogačar.
The guys in the radio were just screaming about, just ride it to the line, and I don't know, I couldn't really hear so much what was happening, but I just wanted to gain as much time as possible, and also the stage win, and found myself in the yellow jersey, so that's pretty cool too.
What a sensational day for Hindley after a tactical masterclass from Bora Hansgrohe. The Aussie taking his first Tour de France stage win just 5 days into his debut.
Every rider dreams of wearing the maillot jaune, and it's a massive privilege and honour, and it's a dream come true, really.
The GC has been turned upside down. Hindley leads by 47 seconds from Vingegaard. Pogačar is at 1 minute and 40 seconds. Jasper Philipsen still has a comfortable lead in the green jersey standings, where Brian Cocker moves up to second place. Felix Gall is our new king of the mountains. The Austrian carrying his superb form from the Tour de Suisse into the Tour de France. He leads Ciccone by 9 points.
Were you surprised by the attack of Jonas?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he could see that when Sepp went really hard on the climb, that I think he could see that I was a bit going full gas. So he tried to attack, and couldn't follow because he was just stronger today.
Finalement, aujourd'hui, la haute montagne a dit un peu la vérité peut-être plus réelle, quoi. Donc Vingegaard, il est au top et Tadej, il n'est pas encore à son mieux.
A day to forget for Pogačar, but he still has the white jersey. The question is, can he fight back? And how will Hindley handle an ominous-looking Jonas Vingegaard?